Past International Director Jenny and my fellow Lions, I bring you greetings from Asheville, North Carolina in District 31L. I would like to begin by thanking you for this opportunity to represent the LGBTQ plus community within Lions and share my experiences. I received a message from Past International Director Jenny a few weeks ago in which she shared the objectives of this diversity symposium and asking if I'd be willing to participate. Before responding, I took some time to reflect and evaluate my own acceptance of myself, the acceptance by Lions in my District 31L, and my multiple District 31. It was only then that I fully realized the breadth of being accepted just as I am and for who I love, which has since resulted in door after door opening for an increased and impactful life of service. And for this reason, I am excited to share my experience with you today. My story begins my fourth year of medical school when I came out to my parents in 1997. After graduating from medical school, I moved to Asheville, North Carolina to do my residency, and I was practicing as an openly gay lesbian obstetrician and gynecologist. For the first time, I felt a freeing of my spirit and was flourishing both professionally and in my personal life. In 2002, my vision began diminishing, secondary to multiple sclerosis, and in 2004, I lost my sight. In August of 2004, I went to the North Carolina Rehabilitation Center for the Blind in Raleigh, North Carolina, where I began testing the waters for my new motivational speaking business at local Lions clubs in that area. This was my first exposure to Lions, and I remember making a personal mental note. Majority of the Lions were older white men in the Bible Belt. When I returned, I joined the Asheville Lions Club. I once again made that same mental note that the majority of the members were older white men. I also experienced an overtone of anything different from their values and beliefs would be unacceptable. I truly believed in the work of Lions and what they were doing, so I decided to keep my personal life separate and private. In January of 2011, I found myself among some great Lions in Chicago, Illinois, at Lions Club International's Faculty Development Institute, developing my leadership and presentation skills. As it pertains to today's presentation, while I was there, I heard one of the participants on numerous occasions speak of his husband, and one of the facilitators do the same, speaking of her wife. This blew my mind. Was it truly possible to be out in Lions? Well, we have all heard the phrase before, love happens when you least expect it. And that is exactly what happened to me. In May of 2013, at a monthly poker game where I was accused over and over of playing with a marked deck. Okay, the cards were marked with Braille. A new player was at the other end of the table, and her name was Annie. In the weeks that followed, Annie began asking my friends about me. We began dating in August of 2013. On our first date, we went to dinner, and as we were finishing up, Annie asked if I wanted to go do something else. I quickly responded, "Let's go play putt-putt." Now, if Annie questioned this request from a blind woman, she never showed it. Why putt-putt? What better way to test Annie's communication skills as she described each and every hole and guided me through the course. I am pleased to say Annie passed with flying colors, and the proof is in this scorecard from that date in which I won 54-66. I chose to bet on love and open myself up to being loved. In the spring of 2016, I was asked to once again serve in the district as in a cabinet position. Soon-to-be District Governor Lion Max Baumgartner asked if I would be his cabinet treasurer. I began an open conversation with him. Annie was actively involved in my club, the Sand Hill Lions Club, with me, and had decided to become a member. Our wedding date was set for September 3rd, 2016, and I could no longer hide or deny my love for Annie. It was important to me that Annie and I be seen as partners in service, just like every other married couple in Lions. Lion Max then shared his theme for his upcoming year as district governor. Moving forward, embracing change. No further explanation was needed. Another door in service freely swung open, and I stepped through. In the months leading up to our wedding, Lions began commenting on my smile, my happiness, my becoming more active and vocal. I simply pointed to Annie. No other words were necessary. Love had changed my life, and the Lions of District 31L saw our love and the difference it made in my being who I was as a Lion in service. Our wedding day was truly a dream come true. Our friends and family gathered, and members of our own Sandhill Lions Club were present. They were there as active participants, celebrating our love. One of my favorite pictures from that day is the picture of our Lions Club. The jubilation and happiness were easily captured in that picture. At the District 31L Fall Convention in November of that year, Annie and I were seated at the head table, dressed in formal attire. This was our first true public Lions appearance as a married couple in the spotlight and being introduced as such. And that evening's events proceeded just like every other year. The only difference? Annie and I felt surrounded by the acceptance and love of our fellow Lions. Annie and I began experiencing Lions in our district and across the state congratulating us on our marriage and our happiness. For the first time in serving as a Lion, I felt the freeing of my spirit once again. I began volunteering for more positions within the district and at the state level. I found a renewed energy and a desire to serve. On one specific occasion, Annie and I truly felt the love and support from the Lions of Multiple District 31. At the Multiple District 31 Lions State Convention in April of 2018, Lions from across the state filled the hallway in the hotel, lifting Annie and I up as I tried on eSight, these computerized glasses. They bore witness to me seeing Annie's beautiful face for the first time. They shared in our tears of joy as a true miracle happened that day. Their love and support that day opened a path of service for me to share the gift of sight with the visually impaired in North Carolina. I began holding evaluations events across the state hosted by Lions clubs. Little did I know that path would lead me across the United States. As I began speaking at district and multiple district conventions across the country, I discovered Lions opening their arms to Annie and I. The outpouring of acceptance has been amazing, including Lions from several multiple districts sending us lion pins related to poker. Now, my story is not all roses. Over the years, I've heard mumblings of a handful of Lions saying that they would not be attending an event because of Annie and I. Now, I chose to brush it off as their loss, not mine. My only and most difficult moment of blatant discrimination based on my sexual orientation occurred just a few months ago in November of 2020. During a virtual Lions board meeting for our nonprofit organization in District 31L, which Annie and I both serve on, a Lion disagreed with a correct action I took as president. This Lion began speaking in a hateful tone, saying multiple derogatory statements about Annie's and my relationship, including, "I don't even know what you call each other." I could not believe what I was hearing and the obvious hate in her voice spoken with each word. And then the most remarkable thing happened. Without letting a second pass and the rest of her words come out, several Lions spoke up reprimanding this Lion for her words and actions. They made it noticeably clear her behavior would not be tolerated. As quickly as her words flew like daggers, my fellow Lions put up the shield and disarmed her, clearly stating her behavior was not acceptable. And in that meeting and in Lions, yes, Annie and I experienced hate and discrimination based on our sexual orientation from one Lion that day. And we both walked away with Lions standing up for the way each Lion should be treated, with dignity and respect, regardless of religion, gender, sexual orientation, or other diverse group. I choose not to focus on one individual on one day. I choose to focus on the love and support spilling over surrounding Annie and I every day. I am proud to be a Lion, and I am proud to say my fellow Lions accept Annie and I for who we are, a married couple deeply in love with each other, for our desire to serve and our longing to make a difference in this world for others. Their recognition of our love and loving us with open arms has been the springboard for an amazing life of service. Past International Director Jenny and my fellow Lions, thank you for this opportunity to share my experience. I hope my personal story of acceptance can help other Lions find their voice and a path to a more rewarding and impactful life of service. Thank you.